So I've talked to a few people about showing them my digital rig that I run in Ableton for Sundays, and finally got around to actually recording it. So I don't know who else I'll be sharing this with in future, but anyway, this is my current iteration of it. I made some major changes to it recently for usability, just to be able to see everything via macros down here. If you're familiar with Ableton, then I'm sure you know what these macros are about. But I used to have everything hidden away in these groups and collapsed, and it was hard to tell what I was working with. And then I color coded everything, and it's much nicer, easier to reprogram if I want to change what distortions I have available at my feet and such. So this is basically the clean tone with let's just go dual middle. Oh, so also my pickups are tapped, so I can go between the double and single coils. So right now it's middle position, both humbuckers. The amps I'm running are a Tone Junkie AC30 sample, and then the other one I've got is the Fender Tremolux on the other side as well. So they're running stereo. Bridge. My G string went out when I was. It's been a couple hours. Had some tech troubles. All right. And then let me show you. I've got. I use an AirStep from AirStep Lite from Exonic for controlling my stuff. The first one I've got my Klon right there. This is my drive section. Oh, this is still bridge. Straight, then with Klon. I've got a tube screamer here. I need to actually redo some of these tones, the Klon a little bit and the tube screamer. This is what it's been. Nick humbucker. I was using a Rat here for a while, so this is what it sounds like. Bridge humbucker. And I set up these presets too, because it was so tedious having to go click and drag the macros and everything. So going back and forth between my foot switch and the presets here, the scenes, I forget what they call them, macro variations. Anyway, but I've currently got a driver plugin from, I think it was Native Instruments, that I kind of made a quasi-fuzz. It's nice that it cleans up a bit. I was using a Muff plugin for a while and decided I didn't like just how thick it always was, how much of a, sustain. So, Anyway, then, so actually just to show you, let's see. So there's the clon, the muff that I had, the rat, the tube screamer, and driver. So I really like that one. It's a nice little Swiss Army sort of distortion plugin. Anyways, so that's my drive section, and that's the order that I've got them in. The clon, muff, was it rat, then tube screamer, and fuzz. Ahead of that, I have middle double humbuckers. I really like this plugin. I got it a while back. I'm a big fan of free stuff generally, but also this plugin in particular. Oops. Nope. Yeah, by, I don't know, it's HY or High, the Tremolo Panner 2. You can change the wave shape, the phase, how smooth it is, both trem and pan, which is great. And I've got an always on, actually. You might hear there's a little bit of warble. Primarily a little panning left and right between the two amps and such. So I've got that as an always on post amps, but I really love that one. Then the vibrato. I love the lo-fi sound, especially if you want to put a delay on it and get a little chorusy with it. Oops, hold on. Anyway, so that's my mods. And let's see, close the amps. So if you scroll here, why is that going all the way over? There we go. I can actually see everything from my mods ahead to my distortions, the mods post distortion, and then amps and the post effects after the amps. I can see everything in one shot, which is great now with the macros and such. Let's see. I haven't actually stuck this on a pedal yet, but at some point I'm going to. So just so I can mute myself for unplugging and everything on the fly, not have to bother with the mouse. But so used to have this just set up straight, but I hated the way that with this plugin it doesn't. It pauses, it freezes when you turn it off, rather than letting the tail go out. So I eventually, let's see, which one is this? Sorry, I'm looking at it at an angle. This one? Nope. Oh yeah, that one. That's the one right there. Nope, that's not the one. Yeah. Yeah, that's it right there. So, from Nimbrini Audio, I really like this one because you can give an offset to left and right. And it's just subtle but great. a lot more of a stereo image with not really much work. So anyway, I set that up eventually so that still tails. So, let's see. Also set up a, I don't use it much, but the sub delay, it's a little bit more subtle, but I feel like it's a little bit Hillsongy. So anyway, usually I keep that off, but once in a while I pull it out. So that's basically everything. I mean, I've got a couple of others. Of course, I don't use much. And the touch was set up for John Mayer's song from another thing, but has to have distortion to respond properly. But anyway, that is my setup with TONEX inside of Ableton. And oh yeah, tuner up front. So it's pretty nice since I reset everything so I can see all the controls on one screen. It was a real hassle when I had it set up before. Instead of using the racks, I had multiple tracks, listening to other tracks, and they were set up in stereo. And then I was like, wait a minute, why am I not running it in racks? Because then I can actually use the solo button again, and it's all on one screen. It's all in groups, everything like that. So, but that is my setup. So hope you guys enjoyed seeing what it looks like and such. So let me know if you have any questions. And most of the stuff here, once you have the DAW, obviously that's a little bit of an expense up front if you're using Ableton or such. But most of the stuff that I use is free. Some of the stuff is native. There are a couple of things that are paid. That driver from Native Instruments. Oh, I forget what else. I think I've got one other paid thing in here, but the rest are free or native. So, yeah, I'm, like I say, a big fan of that stuff. There's such a good quality these days that you can get without paying very much or anything at all. So, yeah. All right. Well, enjoy. Thanks.